Okay, so this is task 2 from last year O-level computing paper 2. Okay, we are given a program here. It's about a 2-player game. It allows each player to enter the names of 5 animals. Convert the animals' names to lowercase, and each animal entered by player 2 is their guess for the animal entered by player 1. Right. So you can see here, first we have number of animals 5, and we have a for loop. Player 1 will enter, player 2 will enter. Now let's look at the first question. Edit the program to allow player 1 to keep entering animals until he doesn't want to enter anymore. Okay. Then all the animals entered by player 1 must be stored in a list. So there are 2 steps for player 1. One is for player 1 to keep entering. Second is to store everything player 1 entered into a list. The next part, once all animals have been entered by player 1, player 2 will enter a single guess. Okay, so we have 3 steps here. Player 1 enters until he wants to stop. Add everything to a list, then we'll allow player 2 to enter a single guess. I'll copy the code from the original question to Google Colab first. Okay, so first we need to allow player 1 to keep entering until he wants to stop. So we can't have a for loop here, and we don't have the number of counts here. So we'll remove this. Instead of for loop, we'll change this to a while loop. I can put while true first. Allow player 1 to continue entering. Right, so we'll allow player 1 to enter. We'll change it to a lowercase. But remember, how do we ask player 1 whether he wants to stop? Okay, an easier way is I can put it here. Press enter to stop. So whenever the player 1 wants to stop, it will just press enter, right? Now once the player 1 enters, we need to check. If the player 1 didn't enter anything, that means he wants to stop. We need to stop the while loop. Otherwise, we need to keep on going. So if P1 animal equals to empty, that means player 1 wants to stop, right? So we will break the loop. Else, that means player 1 enters something. Remember, we need to store it in a list. So we need to put it here. Let's create a list called animal list. And it's empty. So animal list is empty. Once player 1 enters something, we will add it to the list. So we will do animal list append P1 animal. Okay, so this is about player 1. Now go back to the question. The next step we need to do is for player 2. Once all animals has been entered by player 1, player 2 will enter a single guess. Okay, so this is where player 2 guess. But look at the alignment. It becomes part of the while loop, which is not correct. So let's move it to the left. Okay, and I want to remove the black lines. Just keep one line because before this black line is about player 1. After this is about player 2. So this is question 6.